What's going on, guys? We are back once again, and finally, we are going to be doing a game review. I know it's been a while. I am happy to announce that one, we are going to be talking about Jedi Survivor, as well as also I was lucky I was able to play it. And now I will also say we are going to be getting into spoiler territory, so if anyone has not played the game or you don't like any kind of spoilers, that I do recommend you click off the video and then come back a little later on and check it out. But if you don't mind spoilers, or if you've already played the game, you already know some things that again has been circling around the internet, because the game's been out what, like 1 or 2 weeks now. So again, let me know what you guys think about this. But overall, the game has had a lot of different, I would say, feedback from the fandom. Now, I will say there are some things about this I liked. There are some things about this I found kind of confusing and also kind of intriguing and another thing. So I'm going to try to get into it as much as I can. So first off, I want to talk about the story. Now, I want to say that the story was interesting because the entire premises of the story is taking place 5 years after Fallen Order. Cal and Cere, Grease, Merrin, they all went their separate ways. Grease opened up a saloon. Merrin has traveled the galaxy, and Cere, she has tried to rebuild the Jedi Order and stalking with Master Cordova, as well as also with some other allies on an unknown planet. And Cal has been fighting the Empire with his own kind of crew, and then when things go bad, he goes up against the Night Sister, loses most of his crew, and then we meet a new character by the name of Bode, who is secretly, later on we find out in the story, which I'm going to get into here in a moment, of somebody else that he's pretending to be. And the story is Cal's trying to find a way to stop the Empire, and when he does, he comes across a new, hopefully, ally, which is by the name of Dagan Gera, who is a Jedi from the High Republic era who turned from the light side because they found a planet by the name of Tanalorr. He became very obsessed with it, and then when Tanalorr was overtaken by an unknown force, they had to retreat. He asked the Council for help at that time, and they declined, and he just became very enraged, and he betrayed everything he believed in. He became so obsessed with the planet that he put himself and everybody at risk. And his friend, and also to believe love interest, to stop him, put him in the containment unit of a Bacta tank, and also did stop him. And then when Cal releases him, he is looking for revenge and also trying to retake the planet, find a way to take it, as well as also use by any means necessary. He combines his forces with this mercenary, which I can't think of the name of the species, but the character is the name of Ravis, and he's pretty much the same type of species that we saw in the early Clone Wars saga, where, if you guys don't remember, Obi-Wan went up against this mercenary by the name of Dirge, I believe it was, that could use his it was almost like tentacles in his body. It was constantly moving, and if they didn't have something to contain it, he just got really, really big. So that's pretty much what Ravis is, and you have to go through the story of pretty much reuniting the Mantis crew and trying to stop Gera from reactivating to try to be able to go to Tanalorr, because Tanalorr is, you got to go through it a certain way, and this is the only way that the Empire would be able to not be able to detect anyone that's hiding from the Empire. So that is what Cal's wanting. And then still trying to fight the Empire as well. And then we get to the main meat and potatoes, so to speak. We find out that Bode is a secret survivor of Order 66. He betrays everybody. He kills Master Cordova, and he gives all the information to the Empire because he has a deal with one of the Imperial officers that, okay, if he is an agent of the Empire, then he will help him hide him and his daughter. And then Vader does come. Him and Cere fight. He kills Cere, and then Cal wants to go for revenge. And then when that happens, he goes after Bode, and Cal does embrace the dark side a little bit. Let me get into this. There was a lot of things in this that was really interesting. Cal embraces the dark side, but he still resists. There are powers that he is using that is dark side aligned. Now, a lot of people like this, including myself, because I really do think he's not really, I would say, a gray Jedi. He's more of what Mace Windu did, because Mace Windu embraced a little bit of dark side abilities to make him more powerful. So I think that the purple lightsaber is more accustomed to Cal. That would make more sense. And he does get help from Merrin, because him and Merrin, they grow the relationship more. They're in a relationship now. We see a romance between them, and I really enjoyed that because I really like to see how a Night Sister and a Jedi could have a relationship other than, of course, Ventress and oh man, I can't remember his name. She had a relationship with somebody that was in Legends, but we get to see that. Grease is still feeling the loss of Seer, and then finally Bo does find a way to go to Tanlore. So does the crew, and they stop him. And then at the very end of the game, they burn everyone in the Jedi way, and that was very beautiful. And I will say this on a side note: Tanlore, the way they built Tanlore in this game was so gorgeous. You made it think that it was not only another planet, but another just another world. You know, like of another universe. It was so gorgeous, and you see where Cal, he's wanting to continue Seer's legacy, and now he has Merrin, he has Grease by his side as well, but now they have to look after Kata, who is Bo's daughter, because Bo changed after losing his wife to the Empire, because when he was still in hiding, he met his wife, they had their daughter, and then when an Inquisitor found them, they killed his wife, and that's when he struck a deal with the Empire, so that way him and his daughter could survive. Now, again, I understand his reasoning, but also at the same time, it doesn't shock me because he pretty much almost became like an Inquisitor at that point. We do see where the Night Sister does get killed by Cal. We also see, I'm going to say this now, the one that plays Seer, she did such a great job with the emotional connection with Cal, because when we see her die, it was very emotional. You could really feel it. Even playing as Seer, where you get to fight Vader, was really cool. But again, it just made me feel like that they nerfed Vader in a way, because I also feel that Vader would have been able to not really one-shot her, but been able to take her no problem, because again, what we've seen in the comics, what we've seen in Legends, and it just felt like that they kind of nerfed Vader down a little bit to where he wouldn't be as powerful, because again, with Vader being just so powerful, Seer, I don't think would have been that much of a match for him. Also, I think it was really weird in the fight with Dagan where he was able to grow a force arm, which is weird because it makes you wonder, out of everything we know in Star Wars, like how is anyone able to get an arm, out of the force? Because why can't Anakin do it? Why can't Luke do it? Does it take so much concentration and force ability to where they are unable to do so? So it makes you wonder why all of a sudden they wanted to put that now. Is it canon? Is it something else? Is it something we will see later on? Possibly. I don't know. That was weird. And right now we don't know exactly where the story is going to go, but I think it's going to be very interesting to see where the story could go, because there are rumors that there will be a third one. I hope there's a third one. And I'm looking forward to see where the story goes. Again, I didn't have too much of an issue with this game for the story. I enjoyed it. It was very enticing. It kept me entertained. It kept me wondering what was going to happen next. It's just, I'm not a huge fan of the High Republic because of what they're trying to do. And I just want to learn more about it, but at my own pace. So I'm going to have to probably learn a little bit more at some point. And I liked how they did Cal. I liked how they did Merrin. And I really enjoyed the involvement that they gave the entire crew. Gameplay, on the other hand, gameplay was kind of up and down for me. I felt like that it was really hard to do parries. I felt like that there was a few issues with some of it was just very impossible to do. Also, again, the way that they have the map set up was just kind of a pain, because I think everyone can agree with me on this, that the map on Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order and now Survivor is just, it's horrible. The map is just something you don't want to use, but unfortunately you have to use so you're able to find your way around. Maybe I'm being over dramatic on that. I just don't like it. The gameplay was good to a certain degree. The customization was absolutely out of this world. I think they did a very good job. From the lightsaber to now having a pistol to your clothing to the hair to the beard, whatever. That was cool. I also think that what they try to do was interesting for the customization because they wanted to go above and beyond. Again, the parrying, the dodging was a little off, in my opinion. There was some glitches. I know there were some people that was having glitching. I had a little bit of glitches. There was moments where it was in cutscenes is where there were some glitches, where it seemed like ones have like like if someone put their arm on somebody, it looks like their arm went into them, or like their feet was going through the floor. So again, I don't know if that was just a glitch on my end or the game. I think it was mainly the game. I think there's going to be another update coming out to fix that. But overall, the game was I enjoyed it. Would I still play it? Yes. Would I play it again? Yes. Am I going to continue to enjoy it? Yes. What did you guys think of Star Wars Jedi Survivor? Did you guys think it's a great game? Do you think it's the game of the year? Again, I don't do a lot of game reviews anymore, guys, because either I don't have the time to play a game, because again, either I do it on the weekend or when I'm off, or if I have time, or sometimes it just gets stuck and I just don't play it for a while. But again, I love playing games. You guys should already notice if you've been with me on the channel for so long. I really wanted to play this game. I do not regret buying this game. I would heavily emphasize, if you're a Star Wars fan, go check this out. I love Cal Kestis. I think he's a badass character. I like Cere. I like Grease. I like Merrin. Merrin's an awesome, beautiful character. I think they did really good by her creation, how they involved her as a character. Same thing with Grease. Same thing with Cal. Same thing with Cere. Losing Cere, I think that was a good, I would say, evolution for the story, because again, Cere kind of took a backseat in this part of the story. Same thing with Grease. Merrin got to have more of a step in the story, more than what she did in the last game, which is fine. Bode, again, there was something about Bode I just never could trust, and then when I did find out that he was a secret Jedi survivor, and that, no pun intended, but again, at the same time, that he was a traitor, not only to Cal and everyone else, really, it made me get in my feelings, because it was like, holy crap, there's this guy that's calling you brother or friend and all that, and he pretty much plays you and the entire of the team just to get what he wants. Again, yeah, it was probably righteous in his own mind, but at the same time, he put at risk his so-called friends, and he does not want to share this planet that could be used for a safe haven for the Empire. So again, are they going to put this in a show? They're going to put this in movies for Tanalorr? Possibly, possibly not. It just all depends on what they could do. I'm very invested in this, because I would like to see if they're going to put Tanalorr somehow in canon, or if it's already been canon, or same thing with Cal, Merrin, and everybody else. I would like to see them something more in the future of Star Wars. But again, this is my review of Star Wars Jedi Survivor. Let me know what you guys think about this. What are your thoughts about it? What do you think about all of it? Do you think that Dagan Gera was a cool antagonist or a bad antagonist? Same thing with Ravis. What you guys think of Bode? What did you guys think of the involvement from all the characters from the previous game? Either way, guys, let me know your thoughts are about it down in the comments down below. And either way, I'll be seeing you guys on the very next one. See you later.